So I have a dildo, right? But I don't use it for what you think I use it for. I use it for audio, right? To make like the sounds for Patreon, because like here's the thing. I like making my own sound effects and audios, right? And I found out like getting like a very unique kind of dildo, right? One that's like has like unique curvatures and stuff. And when you're like rubbing it up and down, it makes like a very good noise. That's like great for like the ASMR stuff that I do, right? It's a good noise. So I brought it along with me because I'm like, if I want to make new noises, right, using it, I will have to like use the same one and just like use my hand and just like rub it in a certain way to make like that specific sound, okay? We're getting very technical here, okay? No being weird, just like understand the process, okay? You gotta see the vision here. It makes a great sound for the purposes of the work. It's a good tool. So I brought it with me. I packed it in the box, in one of my boxes that had a lot of clothes, right? So in one specific box, guys, I had, let me just illustrate this for you real quick. So, let me make a new thing for you guys. So I had this box. It's like a plastic box that had a lot of clothes inside of it, right? This is all like my sweaters and jackets and stuff, like the heavier stuff and coats. So I had it all in here. It didn't fit in the car. It didn't fit in Andy's thing to like drive over here with his friend. So I hid the dildo in here, right? I hid it in there in between the clothes. It just so happens like so here's the thing. It's like gotcha. I had 4 other boxes that were just like this, right? The same size. So 4 that were like this, and one of them didn't fit in the car. So then we had to be like, okay, so that's why I had 4 luggages. So then my dad was like, so take out one of the boxes with clothes, right? And put it in a big luggage and you can bring it with you on the plane to where you need to go, right? I'm like, oh yeah, that's a great idea. Okay, so then we randomly grabbed one of the boxes. We grabbed a random box and we're like, okay, yeah, let's take this one and move it to a luggage, right? And then my dad starts opening it up and he starts bringing the clothes to the luggage. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go take a shower real quick, right? I'll be right back. And then I said, thank you for helping me, Dad. I appreciate it. I go take a shower. I get out of the shower. This is all in like a big luggage for me already, right? And I had no idea it was already in there, right? So I'm like, okay, you know what? It's time to go to the airport. So I have all my luggages, right? And Andy's on his way over to where my new place is to deliver this stuff. I have my dad drive me to the airport, right? And by the time I get to the apartment and start unpacking, right? I open that one specific luggage, and what do I see there? The dildo. And I'm like, oh no. It dawned on me in that very moment. They knew and they found out. That was like the best kept secret I had from my parents. They did not know about that device at all, right? For as long as I had the Patreon open and for as long as I was using that to make sound effects and audios, right? They never knew about that. Never whatsoever. They knew about the fleshlight, but they didn't know about that. And it looks really bad. Especially my dad had to see it too. Because here's the thing. I found it very odd that was like, during the car ride to the airport, my dad randomly brought up this topic. He was like, oh yeah, by the way, like I've been known, like me and your mom, like we've known you were bisexual, right? And he was like, obviously I don't approve of it personally because like, you know, he's old, he's traditional and stuff like that. But he says like, you know, find someone you love and you know, if they make you happy, they make you happy, right? And I'm like, that's really sweet, Dad. I don't know why you mentioned that, but thank you. I appreciate that, Father. Right? And then now I know why. I think that's why he brought that up in the car ride, because he saw that. And I'm like, he has the wrong idea. I'm like, oh no. So like, imagine me in my apartment. I open up the luggage. The dildo's sitting there, right, with my clothes. I'm like, oh shit. He has the complete wrong idea. I don't use that for myself. I don't use that for personal gratification. I use that for work, for audio stuff, right? I don't use it for myself. I'm like, damn, my dad thinks I ride a dildo now. I'm like, God damn it, bro. It's so cooked. He thinks I ride dildos. I'm like, no, I don't do that. I've never put it in my ass before. I've never put anything like that in my ass. I'm like, oh, God damn it. And like, how do I explain this properly to my dad one day? Maybe I just let it be and say, okay, you know what? Whatever. He doesn't need to know about it, right? I'm like dying over here because I'm calling my friends too. They were giving me emotional support while I was suffering through my move and unpacking, right? And they heard me suffer too. They're like, what's going on? Are you good? I was like, guys, it's so cooked. It's so over. They know. So my dad knows. God damn it. It's whatever, bro. It's whatever. You know, maybe I don't have to talk about it at all. It's too late. Like, either way, imagine I go to my dad and explain, no, dad, I don't ride dildos and put it on my ass. I actually use it to rub and near the microphone to moan into it for my ASMR audios on Patreon. That's gonna sound any better, right? Like, yeah, sure, fucking right. That's gonna sound so much better for my dad. Like, I'm not gonna say anything. Dude, it's done. It's done. We're done. We can't recover from it. I just gotta shut the fuck up. It's like, okay, we're gonna leave that in the past. Dad doesn't have to know the context. I don't have to bring it up anymore, right? We don't have to talk about this situation ever again in the future. He's just gonna have to live with the fact that he saw that, he knows something, he assumes the wrong thing, and that it's like, bruh. Oh my god. Oh my god. My dad probably thinks I use that for nefarious reasons, and like, no, dad, there's a better reason, but it's not that much better, you know. It's arguably worse for some other people, but for me, it's like, oh,